Amen.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
To welcome us and introduce the teachers and administrators, may I call on our school principal, Mrs. Janet Cadapan.
Okay, thank you, Teacher Bianca. Good morning, patricians. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good
morning. Good morning po.
On behalf of on behalf of the St. Patrick School administrators, faculty, and staff, I am delighted to welcome everyone to the school year 2022-2023 and excited to see you all here, dear students, at St. Patrick School in campus on your face-to-face schedule. And to our dear parents, guardians, we thank you and we appreciate very much your trust you have in us, that you have selected St. Patrick School among all for enrolling your child or children, whether you are new or old. We are looking forward to a productive partnership with you to ensure our students can achieve their highest potential. We know a strong partnership with you will make a significant difference in your child education. We are a team, and so together, we still make the most of it. With this, welcome once again to a new school year as we join together to another wonderful learning experience here in St. Patrick School. Thank you and be safe. God bless everyone.
Thank you, Ma'am Janet, for your warm welcome. To discuss the continue, ma'am.
And now it is my pleasure to introduce to you our loving and caring, awesome SPS administrators, teachers in the preschool and grade school department. They start with meet our preschool coordinator and senior kinder advisor, Mrs. Marivic Felipe. And our nursery and junior kinder advisor, Miss Christine Gay Thomas. And our grade 1 advisor, Miss Jessica Marin, who is going to teach math for grade 1 and 2, Civica grade 1 and 2, and Filipino grade 1. And for the meantime, our class advisor for the grade 2 will be our vice principal in the elementary department, Ms. Shamer Kahinusayan. She will be our temporary advisor for the meantime. And she's going to handle English grade 1 and 2, Science grade 1 and 2, Arts grade 2, and Filipino grade 2. And our grade 3 advisor, Mr. R.B. Pineda, is going to handle music in the preschool to grade 4, and then physical education for grade 5 and grade 6. Another grade 3 advisor will be Miss Saralyn Ongon, who is going to handle math for grade 3, Filipino grade 3, and Araling Panlipunan grade 5 and grade 6. And for our grade 4 advisor, Mr. Joben Avila. He's going to handle our CLVE from grade 1 to grade 6 and Araling Panlipunan grade 3 and grade 4. For our grade 5 advisor, Mr. David Alvin De Aquino. He's going to handle Science grade 3 and 4, Filipino grade 4, and Math grade 4 and 5. And another grade 5 advisor, Mr. Dante Gorembalem. He's going to teach Science grade 5 and 6 and Filipino grade 5 and 6. And our grade 6 advisor, Miss Bianca Claire Tantoco, is going to handle Home Economics grade 4 to grade 6 and Arts grade 6. Another grade 6 advisor, Miss Joanna Marie Arbilo. She's going to handle grade English grade 3, 4, and grade 6. And our subject teachers, Mr. LJ the Lion, is going to teach the Math grade 6. Miss Daryl Rialco to handle the English for grade 5. Mr. Nelson Dominic Celis to handle the physical education from preschool to grade 4. And Mr. Raimundo Carlo Hernandez is going to handle preschool computer until grade 3 and robotics grade 1 to grade 3. And Mr. Erickson Trinidad is going to handle computer subject for grade 4 to grade 6 and robotics grade 4 to grade 6. Miss Cecil Dinang is going to handle the PATDEB for grade 1 to grade 6, and she is also our guidance associate. And meet our school registrar, Mr. Rogi Sarosa. And our vice principal in the elementary department, Miss Shamer P. Kahinusayan. And then the vice principal in the junior high school department, Miss Lara Marie Achondo. The vice principal in the senior high school department, Mrs. Helen Lopez. And yours truly, Mrs. Janet Kadapan, the school principal. And our director for academics, Dr. Dari E. Dakanay. And our director for administrations, Mr. Peter Cruz. Our senior consultant, Dr. Susie Iyala. And our School Treasurer, Mrs. Rita Iyala. And our ever supportive School President, Mrs. Maria Socorro Rosario E. Cruz. Ma'am, sorry. Okay, thank you very much. And
Once again,
good morning.
thank you, Ma'am Janet. To discuss the details regarding our academic direction for the year, may I call on the Director for Academics, Dr. Dari Dacanan.
Good morning, everyone. My apology. There, I think I can be seen already. Again, good morning, everyone. Good morning to our parents and
Morning po.
I was watching all of you earlier, and you're all very happy to see each other.
Magandang umaga.
Magandang umaga rin. And good morning again to all of you and to the parents. Yeah. Now, I will apologize to some of you. I will just switch off my camera so I can talk to you much clearly. Okay. Okay, so good morning again, everyone. And I'd like to welcome all patricians to the orientation of the grade school and the preschool department. The world has changed, and people transform into beings who are more, we have become more resilient and open to different new activities of our daily living. So in the past 2 years, many things had happened, and there are 3 important things that we would like to emphasize in St. Patrick's School of Quezon City, namely education, family, and faith. These are the core important principles of the school. We have accommodated an online distance learning setup where digital technology has become the main agent of learning. And we can also say that the same when it comes to the family affairs and the strengthening of the community's faith through the emergence of our online spiritual and values-related activities. And so, let me give you to the origin of the school. We talk about St. Patrick. Good morning. St. Patrick goes back home. When we trace back our very own patron saint, St. Patrick of Ireland, towards the end of the life of St. Patrick, he returned home to Ireland, where he wrote his Confessio and worked as a missionary. So upon arrival back in Ireland, Patrick was initially met with resistance, but managed to spread Christianity far and wide along with the other missionaries. It was believed that St. Patrick may have introduced the Celtic cross, and throughout his missionary work, St. Patrick supported church officials and created many things, and welcoming back his community into his arms. And here in St. Patrick's School, after revisiting back the origin of our patron saint, there is now a need for a renewed expression of St. Patrick's School vision and mission. And this is resiliency, which help us overcome the hardships of this pandemic. And that is why we as a community responded to stress and adversity, like from this COVID-19 pandemic, differently. It is the style of St. Patrick's mission as a community acted as pilgrims gathered and journeyed together. And so our tagline for this school year is, we are home, we are family, and we are safe. This expression sending home back home. So upon returning back, all of you would feel again that you are home, you will be engaged, and you will feel welcome. We are family, we are all members of this patrician community, and we are safe. We will make sure that you are safe in school, not only you, but the entire members of the patrician community. Now, let me share to everyone the academic direction of the school briefly. So, as we all know already, the following would be the learning modes being used by St. Patrick's School of Quezon City, Philippines. First, of course, our main learning mode would be the blended learning. The blended learning, which has two important components, the hybrid and the HyFlex. That's the first one. The second mode that we have in St. Patrick's School is the fully online learning. So a few of your classmates are doing the fully online learning. And some of you are doing modular learning only for selected students who would really have difficulty trying to connect or has internet issues. And of course, later on is the fully face-to-face learning. As you all know, the DepEd Memorandum number 34 series of 2022, later on, we will have the fully face-to-face learning, hopefully by November. But our students who would be doing fully online need not worry because we will still be able to accommodate students who are doing fully online. Okay, let's talk about the direction now. I tag this as an acronym, blended. Let me start first with letter B. Blended for letter B is that in St. Patrick's School, there is a balanced student life. As we move towards this blended learning, we will continue to have the following for the development of the students' holistic well-being. For example, we will continue to have the Healthy Thursday, and you will be able to meet our medical team, and we will have still the clinic, our medical doctor, our school physician, Dr. Galindez, our dentist, our nurse will be there in school to be able to help all of us. Of course, there would still be the quarter breaks and the semestral breaks for our students, and fun school activities strategically plotted in the school calendar, and a sound and sensible curriculum for everyone. The next letter is letter L, which is leadership. We will make sure that you are in a school being led by, the best from the field of education, and becoming, the St. Patrick's School becoming a school where you'll be able to meet, greet, and see leaders amongst the administrators and teachers. The next letter is letter E. Okay, letter E meaning ease in. So we are actually preparing everyone, okay, gradually into the fully face-to-face setup. And I know it will be difficult, but by the help of your teachers this would be possible. So hopefully by November, we would slowly return back to the fully face-to-face learning. And of course, currently, you are going to have your transitional online classes. Okay? The next letter is the letter N, navigate. We will continue to navigate the best teaching and learning tools from both the face-to-face, the remote learning, the blended learning, and the other modes of learning of the school. We believe that we should always be ready, especially here in the Philippines, for, the Philippines is in the Pacific Ring of Fire. So the disasters that we get to experience, and that we cannot just throw it away, because again, we are affected by typhoons and other, class disruptions. To ensure that learning will not stop, we will continue to discover the best practices of the learning modalities being used by St. Patrick's School. Letter D, dynamic. When we talk about letter D is, we talk about being diligent and dynamic. Ano dapat to? I'm sorry. That should have been dynamic, but sige. Diligent meaning we will ensure that each and every student learns and will be assessed what they have learned, and the diligence from both the teachers and the learners. We will continue on doing the triangulation method of assessment, intervention, and even in the one-on-one student-teacher conference. Next slide. So dynamic. Next letter, mukhang kulang yung letter natin, no? Letter E is expansive, which I think I wasn't able to include. Expansive meaning, as we move towards the opening of classes, we will continue to expand and move out of our comfort zones. Our grade school will be meeting our global advisors. You will be meeting global educators. They'll be doing storytelling sessions. I'd like to advertise that on September 24, Marian Grudko, a well-known author of a children's book, will be present virtually to share the story of Peter the Rabbit. And you'll be able to see other foreign educators sharing really interesting stories and many others. And that's why you get to notice that there are global advisors. You will be able to meet them very soon. Okay. I think I forgot the other letter D, which is dynamic. I think that's the last letter for blended. When we talk about dynamic, as we now have later on, the transition to the fully face-to-face, expect that everything will be dynamic, ever-changing, and we will have fast-paced developments as we tread towards the post-pandemic time. And let's not forget that learning should always be fun. Now, we may be entering a new challenge this school year, but let's not forget how SPS became very successful in bringing out the best among students during the pandemic. And join us as we journey all together in a very exciting school year. I will assure the parents and the students of the preschool to the grade school department that it will be a fun and exciting year for all of us. I would like to ask the parents to continue to support our teachers, the administrators, and the school, getting it from this African proverb, it takes a village to raise a child. It is not only us, but we all belong to the one patrician community to help out our very own students. And last slide. And as Buzz Lightyear would always say, to infinity and beyond, I'm very excited to be with all of you as we open the school year 2022-2023 on August 15. That's Monday. I will be seeing everyone back in school, be it in campus or virtually. Thank you very much for listening. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, pa.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Sir
you,
Dari,
po.
for that informative
you.
academic
Thank you,
direction.
Dr. Daddy.
To discuss the campus rules, policies, and protocols, may I call on the Director for Administration, Mr. Peter Cruz.
Good morning, my dear patricians. Welcome home. Okay, I'm happy to see you all. Okay, I'm very excited for this school year because after 2 years, finally, meron na tayong face-to-face. And as what Mr. Dari has mentioned, we have prepared a lot of beautiful things this school year. We have prepared our school programs to ensure that the talents and skills of your children will be showcased. Okay, so welcome home. So let me now go to my presentation. Well, for this presentation, I will touch on school infrastructures, health and safety, and security and maintenance. Okay, next slide. Okay, our school infrastructures are anchored on 3 areas, no? Technology, the 5 major programs, and safety protocols. Okay, next. In technology, in the last 2 years, we have constructed techno centers equipped with computer equipment and other gadgets. No? We are gradually actually converting classrooms into techno hubs equipped with this with TVs and monitors. So we now have the Inno Lab, the DG Lab, O Lab, and the Tech Hub. This is on top of the elementary computer and high school computer laboratories located at the annex building. Okay, next. Okay. Now, in terms also of technology, we have finally made a tie-up with Globe to construct a cell site. This is now located at the back of the annex building, no? Basically to enhance or to strengthen our internet connectivity. So we are hoping that in St. Patrick's School, our internet connections are stronger than ever. So also in technology, yeah, next slide. We will also continue to strengthen information technology. No? This is very important, especially now that we are integrating technology into our operations. So we are strengthening IT information for faster delivery of services. No? So currently, we are automating manual processes, improving systems and procedures, offering more payment options online, offering easy enrollment procedures, and immediate response to queries. So if you notice, napapabilis na po ang ating services provided to our clients or to you, our community. Next. Okay. Now, as I mentioned earlier, our school infrastructures is also anchored on the 5 major programs of the school. No? First, in academics, we have rearranged classrooms in compliance to safety standards. We have installed safety signages, there is an area for alcohol. We have provided the classrooms with alcohol, disinfectant, and face mask. There is an area for as a safety corner where you can find this alcohol and face mask. We have also provided a sterilization box. We have provided electric fans in the meantime, at least on the first quarter, because as recommended by the LGU and the DepEd, as per the recommendation, we have to make use first of electric fans, at least on the first quarter. No? So please bear with us. But for the preschool area, because of the situation, they will make use or utilize the air conditioning units. But we have installed air purifiers for the preschoolers. We have also placed visual cues on the floor and entrance and exit signs at the door. So please understand that students must enter through the entrance door and be dismissed or leave the classroom passing through the exit door. Okay, next. Also in academics, as I mentioned earlier, we have constructed the InnoLab, DJ Lab, CoLab, and Techno Hub. And there will be more computer laboratories that will be constructed within the next 2 years. Okay, next. We are also planning to modernize our science laboratories. Target date of construction probably will be end of December or school year 2023. Okay, so we will have a very modernized laboratories, multifunctional laboratories. Okay, next. Also in academics, we have repainted and repaired the preschool classrooms. So for the preschoolers, you will notice that your classrooms are fully modernized and fully renovated compared to the previous years prior to the pandemic. Okay, next. We will also renovate the annex building. This will be the upcoming project for the coming school year. Okay, next. We have also repainted in terms of sports, we have repainted the main and the new gym. No, we have repainted the roofing, as well as we are planning to renovate the gym, the basketball and the multi-purpose gym. Okay, next. Sorry. Also in sports, we have also renovated the fitness area, repainted the hallway, and we are planning to construct an amusement center in that area. So if you will notice, we have a fitness gym, especially for our varsity players in basketball and volleyball. No? And we will continue to purchase additional gym equipment and install TV and computers in that area. Okay, next. Yan. So if you notice, yan ang ating gym. No? And okay, next. And as you very well know, we also have a dormitory for our varsity players. So we are currently renovating the school dormitory. We are renovating the shower room, constructing a kitchen and dining area. They also have a storage area. We have also renovated the living area and repainted the dormitories. We have 3 dormitories in that location. Okay, next. Now, in the field of arts, finally, we will get to renovate the audiovisual room. Our target date is December of this year. No? This will particularly be the official quarters of the performing arts. So yung mahilig kumanta, those who love to sing, act, and dance, this will be your, your quarters. Okay, next. In values formation, we have renovated the guidance office. So actually, we now have a new guidance associate who will man this room. Okay, next. In the field of international affairs, we will hopefully get to construct an external affairs office at the second floor. No? This will house our international collaborations and foreign languages. Target date probably January 2023. But hopefully we can start earlier. Okay. Other projects, we have renovated the male comfort room at the main building. This is in response to all the concerns and the surveys that you have informed us. And we have also constructed a comfort room near the canteen. Okay, next. So makikita niyo diyan bago yung mga urinals, bago yung roofing, etc. And we have also put decors posted at the walls. We have also renovated the clinic. So the lobby is now very clean and very modernized. So yun. So this will house our medical, dental, personnel. Okay. Other projects, we have also repainted the stairways and hallways. If you notice, once you go back to school, makita nyo, they're all fully repainted. We have also constructed a faculty room at the third floor of the main building. No? This will be the faculty room of your advisors and teachers. Okay, next. We have also installed window screens. Sorry. Okay. We have also installed window screens at the first and the first and second floor, no, to shield you from irritants outside, especially mosquitoes. So yan, meron na yan. So you are well protected inside the classroom. Okay, next. Now let's go to safety protocols. No? Again, there will be no let-up in the implementation of safety guidelines inside the campus. I'm sure you're already familiar with this, but we have to go through this because this is a standard operating procedure. So as you enter the premises, you will have to go through the series of protocols. So we will have the usual temperature check. We will ensure proper hygiene etiquette. We will practice social distancing, vaccination card, presentation vaccination card, but I guess that will be addressed by the QR code. There will be restriction of mass gathering. We will conduct tracing, and there will be modified work structures and school schedules. Okay, next. Now, okay, there's a message right away, no? Pag walang vaccination, no, the student will be allowed, but that will be explained later. There will be a QR code that will be presented to the guard that you have to fill up prior to entry. So that will suffice. Okay. Prior to entry, you have to submit yourself to a body temperature check. Anyone showing flu-like symptoms will be refused entry. The said individual will be placed in an isolation area. So kung ang fever, kung ang temperature nyo is 37 and up, you will be placed in the isolation area, which is located at the fetchers area bago pa kayo pumasok. Okay? And then, while at the isolation area, you will wait for your parents or guardians to pick you up. Okay? In other words, if your temperature is 37.1 to 37.4, you will be given 5 minutes to rest and then to have another temperature check. But if your temperature check, okay, still remains at 37 and up, then that is the time you will be placed in the isolation area until your fetcher or your parent comes to pick you up. Okay. Now, of course, we will go through the hand and footwear sanitation. Bags and other items will also be disinfected. All student employees, parents, and guests will be required to wear face masks before entering the campus. That is already a given. There's several questions here in the chat box, but I will answer them later on. Okay, next. Sorry. What's the prior slide? Sorry. Okay, sorry. Next slide, sorry. Sorry. Okay. Only students and SPS personnel will be allowed to enter the school grounds to maintain physical distancing. All others with no official business will not be allowed to enter the premises. So I hope you understand this. So the guard on duty will be very strict to ensure that only students and school personnel will be allowed entry, and those who have appointment with the respective teachers or faculty members. Social distancing shall be strictly observed. Okay? Okay. While inside the school premises, ito na, no? Assuming nakapasok na po kayo, movement of students and employees while inside the premises will be restricted. Extracurricular activities will be limited and held outdoor as much as possible. Proper spacing at shared public amenities such as the talisay area, benches, comfort rooms, gym, and admin grounds shall be strictly enforced. Everyone is to follow the visual cues on pathways to show traffic flow and proper spacing. Okay, next. Strictly observe health etiquette expectations placed in key convergence areas of the campus. No? So if you will notice, most of the rooms and comfort rooms have signages and health etiquette expectations. So please follow them strictly. So katulad yan sa comfort room, may mga signage yan na nakalagay na only 5 occupants are allowed to enter the comfort at a given time. So please follow the guideline. Clinic shall be manned throughout the day and equipped with adequate medical supplies. Quarantine areas have been set up, like I said, near the main canteen, near the main entrance, which is the fetchers area, and at the canteen. Since the canteen will not be operational yet, the second quarantine area is placed or located at the canteen area. Okay, next. Guidelines while inside the classroom. Student desks are arranged in the same direction. Wearing of face mask while inside the classroom will be required. Sharing, ito yung mahalaga, of electronic devices, books, and other learning materials shall be discouraged, and cleaning of such items after each use shall also be required. Each classroom shall be provided with hand hygiene products. So, like I said, there's an area or a corner where we have provided all the necessary hand hygiene products. There's also an extra face mask in case you need a replacement. But it is understood that every time you enter the school grounds that you have to be wearing the face mask. Okay, next. No sharing of writing utensils and other school materials. Cleaning of classrooms shall be done before and after class and during break time if possible. So ganito po yan. Yung cleaning of rooms will be done in the morning and dismissal time and during break time prior to the morning to the afternoon shift. Yun ang ano natin. So we will have 2 shifts. Okay, so the morning and afternoon shift. So bago pumasok yung afternoon class, there will be another cleaning schedule done in your rooms. So I suggest that before the afternoon students enter the classroom, they have to stay first at the holding area which is located at the at the multi-purpose gym. There's a signage there, holding area for arrival. So for students coming in the afternoon shift. Okay, but for the morning students, okay, for the AM shift, you can proceed already to your respective classrooms. Unless there is an advice from your teacher that you have to stay first at the holding area. Otherwise, you can already proceed to your respective classrooms. All will be required, as I mentioned earlier, to pass through the door with the entrance sign and vacate through the door with the exit sign. Okay, next. Okay, ito yung mahalaga ngayon. No? In case of COVID symptoms or flu-like symptoms occur during the day, pagpalagay nyo, nakalusot siya dun sa normal normal pagpasok nyo dun sa entrance area. But during the day, while in class, assuming that student is not feeling very well. So it is very important that if the student is not feeling very well or not, not comfortable, the student must first inform the superior or his advisor about his condition. The advisor will in turn bring the student to the clinic for proper checkup. A temperature will be conducted by our nurse or by our medical personnel. For temperature 37.1 to 37.4, the student will be asked to take a 5-minute rest, and then another temperature will be taken. Okay? If the temperature goes down, then he goes back to his classroom or to his class. Otherwise, after the second take, the student, and assuming the temperature is still the same or if not higher, the student will be placed in the isolation area. Okay, next. For temperature, like I said, 37.5 and up, the said individual will immediately be placed in the isolation area away from his classmates and co-workers. Information from the sick person to whom he had contact with in the last 2 days prior to the symptom onset will be gathered. Okay? Next. The crisis response team, okay, the members of which are already posted in your classroom will conduct contact tracing for those who have been in touch with the sick person. This includes our own school personnel. Okay? Parents and guardians will be notified at once of the condition of the individual. We will also request medical assistance from the nearest hospital or barangay or transport individual to any testing facility depending on the seriousness of the symptom, okay, of the condition. Okay? Now, ito ngayon. If the test result is negative, vaccinated individuals will be allowed to go back to school if the test result is negative and after completing a 7-day quarantine. Bakit 7 days? Because that is the normal healing process. Okay? For unvaccinated individuals or those with incomplete vaccination, the 14-day quarantine has to be completed first, regardless if the swab test is negative. So at least 2 weeks before you go back to your class for the unvaccinated individuals. Okay? Next. Now, if the test result is positive, the individual has to go through a 14 to 21-day quarantine depending on the severity of the infection. Okay? This will be recommended by our medical physician. Prior to admission back to school, the individual must first present, this is very important, a medical certification from a licensed doctor or secure a clearance from the barangay that the said individual is cleared of COVID and forwarded to our school physician for validation. If our medical physician gives a clearance, then the individual can go back to his class. All others who have come in contact with the sick person will likewise be required to take a swab test and follow the same procedure. So this will be based on the list provided by our crisis team on those other individuals who have come in contact with the sick individual. Okay, next. For confirmed cases, the school will suspend face-to-face classes for the affected grade levels only, hindi lahat. No? Only for those affected grade levels for 2 weeks. In such a case, the educational setup will immediately revert to 100% online learning. School campus will also be closed at least 3 days to allow our maintenance personnel to disinfect contaminated area and other facilities. And our physician will also hold will monitor cases and coordinate with our LGU and barangay on the said situation. Okay, so is that next. Now, the affected grade levels may resume face-to-face classes if there are no longer positive cases reported. And upon reopening the school shall conduct reorientation on safety protocols and update the community on measures undertaken during the lockdown. So basically, these are the standard operating procedures in case of flu-like symptoms occur during class or while in class. Okay? Now, of course, in terms of physical and mental health care, there will be already face-to-face services offered on health and dental checkup, as well as mental health assessment to ensure well-being of students and employees. There will also be our medical online sessions will also continue, and we will also be providing guidance counseling. Okay. As to the schedules, our nurse will be present Monday, Tuesday, and Friday from 8 to 4. Our medical staff, Dr. Galindez, will be here Monday, 12 to 4, and Thursday, 8 to 12. While for our dental, Dr. Celebre, she will be present every Wednesday, 12 to 4, and Friday, 8 to 12 p.m. Okay. And also pertaining to health and safety, our disaster drills will be conducted twice a year, September and March. Pest control, twice a year, June and December. And mosquito fumigation will also be twice a year, June and December. Okay. For security, we have currently 16 CCTV cameras, and then every year we continue to add 4 cameras every year. And we have also renewed contract of our security agency. So our security agency for the last 2 years will still be the same for this school year. Okay, so thank you very much. So thank you and welcome home. Welcome back to St. Patrick's School. No? Let me now show you give you a virtual SPS tour of St. Patrick School.
From when I was 16, I wanted all that I had. Tell me, when did it change or where'd we go? Now in the mirror I see someone I don't want to be. Tell me, could we turn back? Oh, please don't go. Stop, breathe, wait a little longer. We begin stronger. Stop, breathe for me. All I want is you in front of me. I could have another, but you're always gonna be my home. Tell me what you need, just don't let go. We're taking all that's left to build it up again. It's gonna be a chance, but here we go. Stop, breathe, wait a little longer, we begin stronger. Stop, breathe for me. All I want is you in front of me. I could have another, but you're always gonna be my own. All I want is you, my everything. I don't need another, 'cause you're always gonna be my own. All I want is you in front of me. I don't need another, 'cause you're always gonna be my home.
Okay, so thank you very much. I guess for your queries and questions, we will answer them after the tama ba? After the orientation.
Summer.
Yes, ma'am. We will have a Q&A part in our program. So after the discussion of all topics po.
We'll answer the questions.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sir Peter. Again, Sir Peter is our Director for Administration. Reminding our parents that questions will be entertained during the Q&A portion later. Thank you. And now, let us proceed to the class schedules to be discussed by the class advisors respectively, starting with the nursery and junior kinder advisor, Ms. Christine Thomas.
Mute.
Good morning, preschoolers, parents, and guardians and teachers. And I am teacher Christine Thomas, advisor of nursery and junior kinder level. So for the schedule, okay, so every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, lessons will be via Zoom and Brightspace. So for nursery, online class will be at 8 o'clock to 8:40 in the morning. For the junior kinder, online class will be at 9 o'clock to 9:40 in the morning. While every Wednesday po, this will be our face-to-face classes.
Kaya nga ako hindi pa nag-love.
So for the nursery, nursery is from 8 o'clock to 10 in the morning. So their arrival time will be 7:45. Class starts at 8 o'clock. For their recess time, they will have it at 8:45 to 9:15. So this includes eating of their snacks, washing of their hands, change of face mask, and going to the restroom. And dismissal time is 10 o'clock. All right. So for the junior kinder is from 11 o'clock in the morning until 2 p.m. in the afternoon. So arrival time in school is 10:45. class starts at 11 o'clock. Then for their recess time, they will have it at 11:45 to 12:15. And dismissal time is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So we would like to remind the parents and guardians to be in school 10 minutes before the dismissal time every Wednesday. So we will give you a copy of our class schedule right after this orientation. Thank you and see you in our online and face-to-face classes.
Thank you, Ma'am Christine. For the senior kinder schedule, may I call on Mrs. Janet Kadapan?
Okay, thank you, Teacher Bianca. Hello to our senior kinder young learners and to our loving parents in the absence of Mrs. Felipe, who is now in the US. I will be your teacher in the SK for a couple of weeks. And looking forward to be working with you in the preschool. So wish to see everyone next week on our online and our face-to-face classes. And for our preschool schedule of classes, for the morning session will be from 8 to 11 o'clock. And then for the afternoon session will be from 12 noon to 3 p.m. So for the subject schedules, we will send it to the SKGC for you to have a copy po. Okay? And then, may I just describe the colors of these schedules? So, by the way, face-to-face classes will be every Wednesday. So this is the lavender colors that represent the face-to-face classes. And then for the blue colors, it represent the flexible learning, which means this is the whether it will be asynchronous or asynchronous. And then for the green color, represent the synchronous classes via Zoom. And then for the yellow color, represent the asynchronous on Brightspace activity. Okay? So we'll just send the copy po for your class schedule. Thank you.
Thank you, Ma'am Janet. For the grade 1 schedule, may I call on the grade 1 advisor, Mrs. Jessica Marina.
Good morning. Ayan. Good morning, patricians, parents, and guardians. My name is Teacher Jessica Marine, your grade 1 advisor. Ayan. So for grade 1 class schedule, students are expected po to be in school at 7:45 a.m. in preparation of their first subject that will start by 8 a.m. po. So that will be 15-minute preparation time po for the kids. And then we will also have a 15-minute break from 9 a.m. to 9:15 a.m. So here they can bring their own snacks po, those easy to open snacks po for the kids. Okay? And then their dismissal time naman po will be at 10:45 a.m. So we are asking the fetchers po to be at school before 10:45 a.m. So at least 10 minutes before the dismissal time po. Right? So as you can see po on our schedule, they have different colors. So let's refer to the legend at the bottom part po of our schedule. All right. So these subjects po that are shaded with green are synchronous classes. So what is synchronous classes po? These classes po are conducted via Zoom. So your teacher or your subject teacher will be sending you a link and then you'll have to join so that you'll have or the class will be conducted po via Zoom. All right? So these subjects naman po that are shaded with yellow, all right? So these are asynchronous classes. So what is asynchronous classes po? So this classes naman po will be the time to do your activities provided by your teacher or your subject teacher via Brightspace po or yung atin pong LMS. So again, wala pong Zoom. Okay? No need to log into Zoom po during asynchronous classes. Alright? And then, the subjects naman po that are shaded with pink colors naman po are flexible classes. So what is flexible classes po? When we say flexible, in this class po, your subject teacher will schedule you for whether it's asynchronous or synchronous classes. So it depends on your subject teacher po. So most probably, if this week, since this is only once a week po, if this week your schedule is synchronous, then the following week po would be asynchronous. Okay po? So again, it depends on your subject teachers naman po. Alright? And you will be updated naman po regarding with your schedule. And lastly po, we have subjects that are shaded with light blue. So this class naman po will be face-to-face classes. As you can see, we only have 1 day schedule for a week po. So once a week lang po tayo merong face-to-face classes. Alright, so these classes po will be conducted live po inside our classroom. Alright, so for in the afternoon naman po, we have 1 o'clock to 1:45 p.m. We have engagement time, we have club time, health and wellness. So ano po yung engagement time? For engagement time po, they can use this time to finish their unfinished activities. So kung meron sila mga unfinished activities po in the morning, so pwede po nilang gawin during the engagement time. But then, they don't have to log into Zoom anymore po. So for club time naman po, later we will be showing you a short video presentations of each club po that we have in St. Patrick's School. So we'll have an idea or you will have an idea where to join in po. And then lastly, we have health and wellness po. So our clinic is open po in St. Patrick's School of Quezon City. Our clinic po is open for concerns po about health, may it be medical or dental po. Okay, so for this, we will provide you po a copy after the orientation. So to our parents po and our guardians, we are very excited po to work with you as we create a safe and healthy learning environment for our young patricians. So thank you and we will see you soon po.
Thank you, Ma'am Jessica. Reminding our parents and students that you may leave questions in the chat box and will be answered later during the Q&A portion. Thank you. For the grade 2 schedule, may I call on Ms. Shamer Kahinasan.
Hello, good morning everyone. Good morning to our parents, students, teachers, and administrator. I am Ms. Shamer Kahinasan, your substitute teacher for a grade 2 advisor. So for our schedule, we will start at 7:45 to 8 o'clock for their preparation, checking up attendance, preparing things, going to the comfort room, and washing their hands. And we will start our first subject at 8 o'clock a.m. I also use color coding for every schedule. The green colored is for synchronous class, wherein we will use Zoom for our discussion of a certain topic. And the yellow color is for our asynchronous. They will have activity to be accomplished using your Brightspace or using your textbooks. Blue color for the flexible time. This is for our once a week subjects such as CLBE, computer, robotics, PE, and arts. And our subject teacher will just announce in our announcement sa BS tab a day before their schedule. Next, and for Violet, we will have our face-to-face class. So we will see you here in school, in campus. And reminders po, all Zoom link will be posted in our BS announcement tab. There will be 15 minutes break for their eating their snacks, going to the comfort room again, washing their hands, and preparing themselves for the next subject. So our dismissal for our grade 2 students will be 11:45 noon. We also have our engagement at 1 p.m. wherein students can finish their unfinished activities or parents can have a consultation with the advisor as well as a subject teacher about a certain activity or concern for the teacher.
Lab time is every Wednesday. It is honing the talents and interests of our student at 2 o'clock to 3 p.m. Health and wellness consultation, it is a time to consult also our school nurse, school doctor, and school dentist. And all the materials and things needed will be discussed later po after all the schedule of our grade school advisor, and we will give you a copy of this. That's all. Thank you po, and see you soon po. See you on Wednesday, face to face.
Thank you, Ma'am Shammer. May I call on Ms. Saralyn Ayungon and Mr. R.B. Pineda to discuss schedule in the grade 3 level. All right, while waiting for our grade 3 advisors, can we skip to the other level? Okay. Sir RB is already here.
Sorry for the introduction. So good morning, parents, guardians, and here's the things to remember for okay. If the subject is scheduled 4 times a week, we will have 2 synchronous and 1 asynchronous and also 1 flexible. Then if the subject is 3 days scheduled, we will have 2 synchronous and 1 synchronous. If the subject once a week, it will be flexible, either asynchronous or synchronous. Depends on the teacher. In order to understand more the class schedule, we have here a legend to guide you if it is face-to-face, synchronous, asynchronous, or flexible. So when we say face-to-face, the green one, this is where the teacher and the student meet a set of place or the classroom. And then we have synchronous, the blue guide. A student will virtually attend a class session via Zoom. And then for the asynchronous, the color yellow one, means the student and teacher will not meet online via Zoom, but teacher will give an activity. The student can access the complete lectures, readings, homeworks, and other learning materials given by the teachers in Brightspace. So for the flexible time, so we have the violet color, right? It is either synchronous or asynchronous. Now let's go back to our class schedule. The students are expected to be in schools at 7:45 a.m. in the preparation of their first subject that will start at 8 a.m. During the preparation time, they can go to the comfort room and preparing their teams for the first subject. 9:20 to 9:40, this will be their recess time. This includes eating their food or snack, washing their hands, going to the comfort room as well. So for the 11:40 is their dismissal time. So we are asking their fetchers to be in school before 11:45 or 10 minutes before 11:45. Our club time is every Wednesday at 1 p.m. to 1:45. It is a face-to-face but flexible. So we have also consultation time every Thursday at 11 a.m. to 11:40. You can use the consultation time for the concerns, clarification, and suggestion for
Alam
the
kong
subject
meron
concern.
kaya sinagustuhan ako.
Ayan. We will give you a copy of our class schedule right after this orientation.
Hindi, nag-text kasi
Or you can
si
screenshot also.
Kaya ayoko
Thank you
sumama.
very much and God bless.
Thank you so much, Sir RB. May I call on Mr. Joben Avila to discuss the schedule in the grade 4 level.
Good morning, my dear grade 4 parents and guardians. Good morning po. Let me introduce myself. I am teacher Joben Avila, your grade 4 class advisor. And I'll be teaching Araling Panlipunan and CLBE subject. And now let's proceed to your class schedule po. So your class is 5 times a week. So Monday to Friday, and every Wednesday we had our face-to-face classes. So if every 12:30 to 12:45 p.m. that would be your preparation time. So you can go to the restroom or prepare things, no? And every 2:05 to 2:20, a 15-minute break. So recess time po nila, so they can bring their own food po. And our dismissal time is 4:20 in the afternoon. So we also have our engagement time, club, health and wellness. Our club every Wednesday and our health and wellness is every Thursday po. So in engagement time, you can ask some questions or concerns to your subject teachers. And for our health and wellness naman, every Thursday po, this is to check the health or yung health concern po natin sa mga estudyante po. Meron po tayong school nurse, meron po tayong doctor or our pediatrician, and meron tayong school dentist. And club naman po every Wednesday. So yung participation ninyo is very important dito kasi in club po, you can boost your communication skills and to foster your creative thinking and teach you how to work effectively with other people naman. So as you notice po, merong letter S, A, and F sa mga subjects po, no? So letter S stands for synchronous class. So you will virtually attend a class via Zoom. So letter A naman stands for asynchronous. It allows students to view instructional materials. So ang LMS po na gagamitin natin is Brightspace. Okay? And our letter F naman po stands for flexible. So once a week or twice a week. So it depends po dun po sa subject teacher. Okay po? And with that po, maraming salamat po. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Joben. For the grade 5 schedules, may I call on Mr. David Diaquino and Mr. Dante Corembalen.
All right. Good morning, dear grade 5 patricians, dear parents, guardians, and everyone that is present here in the orientation. I am teacher David, the advisor of grade 5 Diaquino. All right, so as we can see here on our screen, we have different rows and columns with different colors. And as we may observe also, below the subjects are the subject teachers. Okay, so let's talk about the different colors in each rows and columns. All right, so as for the light blue, that would be synchronous classes. And in which color naman, that would be asynchronous classes. And next would be the pink in color. That would be for flexible, meaning it can be synchronous or asynchronous depending on the subject teachers. And lastly, we have the green color. which is for face-to-face classes. That is every Wednesday only. Now, let's take a look naman at the time schedules. All right, so we have here the time for preparation, and that is around 12:30 to 12:45 p.m. Okay, that is to prepare the things that they needed for the first subject. We have also the recess or the snack time. That would be around 2 to 5 to 2:20. They can eat their pack snacks during that time. And around 3:40 to 4:20, that would be their last classes na po. And for 4:20 to 5, they have the engagement time where they can do their unfinished activities, or it can be a class extensions that can be used by other subject teachers. And we have also the club time, in which they have different clubs that they can choose to. And we have also the health and wellness, where they can consult our nurses and doctors. And all right, okay, so I guess that's it. If you have any concerns and queries, you can just message us through our GC pod. Thank you.
Okay na. Okay, flash na. Okay, good morning, dear patricians, to my dear colleagues, their parents, guardians, and the students. Welcome to our virtual parents and students orientation. Okay. I'm teacher Dante Gorambaling, a grade 5B advisor, and I'm also a subject teacher for science and Filipino for 5 and 6. Okay, for my advisory class, which is the grade 5B, okay, your classes will start at 12:45 p.m. to 4:20. So 12:30 p.m. your expected arrival in the school. From 4:20 p.m. to 5 p.m. that is our engagement club activity, health and wellness hour. Okay, our classes are composed of synchronous, asynchronous, flexible, and every Wednesday that is our class in person or face-to-face. After the orientation, we will provide a copy of your schedule. Okay, I will send it in our GC or the email that you have provided with us. If you have queries po and questions, feel free to ask after the presentation of each grade level. Okay po, once again, thank you and have a good day, patricians.
Thank you, grade 5 advisors. For the grade 6 schedule, may I call on Mrs. Joanna Marie Arbilio.
Good morning, patricians, dear parents, and again, welcome back. So I am teacher Joanna Marie Barcelon Arbilio. So for the schedule of grade 6, all right, so as you can see, it's divided into 4 categories wherein we have face-to-face, synchronous, asynchronous, and flexible. So every Wednesday would be our face-to-face class, all right? And of course, the official time for this class would be from 12:30, wherein they have the preparation time, and the dismissal time is 4:20, and of course, during 4:20 to 5 p.m., they have engagement and club time and health and wellness. So for the green ones, of course, this is the face-to-face. For the yellow ones, this would be asynchronous classes wherein you just have to, complete activities provided by your subject teachers. For the pink ones, these are the synchronous classes, meaning you have to meet in via Zoom. And then for the blue ones, this will be flexible classes, meaning it can be synchronous, and asynchronous, it will also depend on your subject teachers. So I think that's it. And schedules for the grade 6 schedule will be sent after this orientation. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Ma'am Joanna. Once again, thank you, advisors. And students, the advisors will be sending a copy of your schedules in your respective group chats. To discuss with us the school guidelines, may I call on the Vice Principal in Grade School Department, Ms. Shamar Kahimisayan, and School Principal, Mrs. Janet Kadapan.
Teacher, can we leave? No, not yet finished.
Yep. Hello, good morning. Malapit na to, nak. Konti na lang, okay? So we will send also a Google form for our attendance sa chat box. So my dear parents and students, kindly accomplish also the form. Okay, Ma'am Sarah? Yeah, Ma'am Janet po.
So you're really saying that it's almost there, even though that I see Minecraft texts everywhere, and I hate Minecraft.
Okay. Hello again. So for our preschool proper attire. Okay. Am I heard? Okay. So for our preschool proper attire, we have for the boys, polo jacket. Yung polo jacket po yung may paha sa baba. And then charcoal gray pants. And you can buy the SPS patches at the admission with the cashier po. So you can buy it outside po for the polo and the pants po. And for the girls, this is the whole simple green dress. And then, of course, they will be wearing a white socks and black shoes po. So for the girls' uniform, it is available again here in school po. And then for the grade school, it will, for the boys, a white polo jacket. And then, again, you can buy it again outside. And you just buy first the SPS patch here in school with a charcoal gray pants, white socks, and black shoes. And for the girls, uniforms are available here. And then with a cream blouse with SPS patch on the pocket. And then green pleated skirt with white socks and black shoes. And then for our good grooming, students must observe proper haircut. So we will strictly implement the proper short haircut for our boys, no? So no more long hair. So and then hindi po pwede mag-ponytail. So suggested haircut for the boys will be at least 1 inch above the ear and 3 inches above the collar line po. So again, for everyone, hair colors are strictly prohibited. And I know naman for our young learners, wearing of earrings for boys is not allowed. And for girls, 1 pair of earrings only. And having nail polish for all students is not allowed. And before going to attendance, if we have also a proper attire for our students, we also include an appropriate attire for our parents and guardians who will enter the school premises. So which is, it should reflect respect for the school as an institution for learning po. So the guard will, wag po magagalit. Pagsisitahin po ang guard ang ating, if it's not an appropriate attire po. Okay, thank you. And for the attendance, okay, so regularity of attendance and punctuality are required at all times. So a student who has been absent online or face-to-face is required to present a letter of explanation for his/her parent guardian addressed to his/her class advisor. And then, so it is written here that 4 consecutive lates is equivalent to 1 absent. So that is a ed rule po. Okay? So when a student is absent for 3 consecutive days, a family representative must inform the advisor of the cause of the said absent. And then, take note that if we don't receive any information of the said absences, expect that the advisor or the concerned teacher will go for a home visit po. Okay? And then, if absences is due to technical problems like unstable internet connection, students must submit an excuse letter again and must be signed by their parents and guardians. Kasi minsan po, ang hirap po talaga malaman na kung bakit, ano po yung naging problema. So we need po an excuse letter from your parents or guardians po. Okay? And you must be 15 minutes late without excuse letter is considered absent. So students may use the correspondence page at the back of their diary or student handbook. Meron po dun sa back page po ng inyong diary. Once you enroll, then they will give you the student handbook po. So yun po ang gamitin natin na pag ng excuse letter. Okay? So unacceptable tardiness record shall impact on conduct grade of a student. Okay? So others will be explained by your class advisors. Thank you. Okay, so use of electronic gadgets. For face-to-face students, the students are required to turn off their cellular phones as they enter the school premises. Pag hindi po kailangan, hindi po namin ipapagamit, no? So it is only for or in a silent mode, no? For emergency cases pag nasa school premises na po tayo. Especially pag nasa classroom, you are not allowed to use your cell phones. Electronic gadgets are only allowed for academic and educational related purposes. Pag sinabi lang po ng teacher na kailangan, that's the only time we'll allow you to use your gadgets. They are required to place their phones inside their bags and should not use them inside the classroom or anywhere in the school campus. So, hindi po reliable ang school pag nawala po ang inyong mga cellphones. Next slide. Okay, cellular phones and other electronic gadgets are confiscated if they are used inappropriately during classroom activities. They may only use their phones when an urgent concern arises, as what I've said while ago. So pag bawal po maglaro o gumamit ng cellphone sa loob ng classroom. Violations of cellphone rules and regulations shall be immediately reported. So, and for online classes, you must attend your classes regularly and on time. So alam nyo na kung if you start at 8 o'clock, dapat kasi alam nyo, you are already used that you are at home, you must wake up early, no? So prepare and check your devices online equipment before entering the class. Make sure to turn on your camera at all times and unmute yourself if needed. So observe online etiquette. So this will be all be discussed by your teachers when you will meet them online.
Okay, thank you, Ma'am Janet. And for continuation of our school rules, for safety protocols, I'm going to discuss rules before, during, and after class, and also our rules in using our comfort rooms. So first, before class, students should only use the entrance door, as mentioned by Sir Peter a while ago, that our classroom have two doors, one for the entrance and one for the exit. So this rule also will be explained to our dear students by our advisor. The chairs in the classroom are pre-arranged by the advisor. So this will be their permanent seats and they are not allowed to transfer seat for safety purposes. And students should not roam and play in the classroom or corridor while waiting for their class. Anyway, ang mga students naman po natin will just stay in their room, in their classroom, and while waiting for their next subject teacher, except for laboratories. So we have different laboratories such as computer, robotics, TLE, and science lab. If they need to go there to do some activities, the subject teacher will fetch them and accompany them going to the laboratories. So for our student, you are not allowed to roam around and play, most especially in the corridor. Next, ma'am. And during class, students stay in their seats. Yun nga po, as I mentioned a while ago, permanent seats na po yung ibibigay ng advisor. And no extending of seat para po sa safety protocol din. Students should not move their chairs kasi nandun lang may mga signages and visual cues na rin po inside our classroom. So aside from the entire school na mga signages, meron din pong signages inside our classroom. Yun po yung mga visual cues like arrows and mga announcement po na susundin ng mga student, yung flow ng lakad po ng student inside our classroom. Students should come to school with complete school materials. Later on, we will discuss also the school materials for our preschool and grade school. And borrowing things is not allowed to avoid contact with other students. That's why we prepare po list for the materials needed by our students. Face mask should be worn at all times as required, and use of the restroom is discouraged unless it is a necessity. So using the restroom, kaya po meron preparation time, kasama na po doon yung pagpunta ng restroom. During our recess time, may time din po sila for using the restroom and after class. If kailangan po talaga ng bata na magpunta ng restroom in the middle of the discussion or class, they can ask also the teacher or the advisor. Pwede naman po yun. Next, ma'am. And after class, students should stay in their seats and wait quietly for the next class. So if they are not if they're not going to use the laboratory, they will just wait inside their classroom for their next class. Students should wait and ask permission from the teacher before they go to the comfort room. Anyway, the advisor will stay inside the classroom while they are having another teacher for their subject matter. So they can ask either their advisor or the subject teacher before going to the comfort room. After the class, students will wait for the advisor's instruction before going out of the classroom. Our advisor will accompany them at the gym, sa holding area for those who do not have their fetcher yet. So doon muna po sila mag-i-stay, and our teacher aide and security guard will just inform the advisor kung yung pong fetcher ay nasa gate na. So ang mga fetcher po, they will just stay doon lang po sa holding area ng mga fetcher. So hindi rin po sila allowed. You are not allowed po to enter the school premises. So meron naman po maghahatid dun sa bata sa gate po mismo once na nandun na po kayo. And during recess will be done inside the classroom since hindi po open ang ating canteen, and for safety na rin po, they will eat together with their advisor or the subject teacher na nandun po. And we encourage also the parents to prepare food po para sa kanila. Yung po na-mention na easy to open, and they are not allowed to share it with their classmates. Most especially po yung mga drinks, yung mga tumbler nila, yung mga bottled water po nila. So hindi po allowed i-share yun. And also transferring seat and excessive socializing are not allowed. Next, ma'am. When it comes to the use of comfort room, students must follow rules on the maximum number of occupants when using the comfort room. Yung recess time naman po is hindi sabay-sabay. So mauuna po minsan ang grade 1, grade 2. So hindi tayo mag-exceed ng number of occupants inside the comfort room. And there is also social distancing kasi kasama po nila ang mga advisor. Students must follow protocols on social distancing, and students are discouraged from interacting with their classmate in the comfort room. So the teacher or the advisor will give rules dito po in using the comfort room. So after using the CR, babalik po sila agad sa classroom. And students should wash their hands thoroughly after using the comfort room. So ito po talaga, although this will be these are our practice before, i-continue lang po natin yan. Our grade schoolers, talagang pong practice na nila yan na mag-wash hand before and after eating their food. Okay, ito po yung mga materials for our primary. We will send this copy also to your advisor para ma-send po sa group chat. And later on, ipapakita rin po yung things needed for preschoolers. So for our primary students from grade 1 to grade 3, on the upper right corner of your notebook, kindly label it with its corresponding number as follows. So for English, that is number 1, number 2, math, number 3, civica, number 4, science, number 4, Filipino, number 5, Filipino, number 6, CLBE, number 7 is for MAPE. That's include PE, music, and arts. And number 8 is for our PATDEV. Number 9 for computer. And number 10 for robotics. Hygiene kit, hand soap. They must bring their own hand soap. Extra face mask, tissue, sanitizer, or alcohol. Although meron naman po kami sa school. Pero if they want to use their own sanitizer and alcohol, better po. Towel, extra shorts, and underwear. And for the materials needed, ito po yung mga art kit or some materials needed in other subject pag may mga activity. Whiteboard and whiteboard marker if they will having online or synchronous classes. Sometimes during face-to-face, we also use whiteboard and whiteboard marker for some math activity or English activities. Pad paper, according po sa grade level. 20 pieces of bond paper, long and short. Folder, long and short, for the submission of the activities. Long plastic envelope and drawing materials. Ito po, every Wednesday, dapat po dala po nila yung hygiene kit. Dapat nasa kanila po yung hygiene kit, dala-dala po nila yan. And with regards sa notebook, it depends on the schedule. Hindi naman po yan lahat dadalahin nila. Kung naka-schedule po ng face-to-face, yun lang pong notebook ang dala-dala nila together with their textbook. And for these materials, i-announce na lang po ng subject teacher kung kailangan nila yung mga materials needed. Kung hindi naman po, dyan lang po yan sa bahay. That's for our primary students. And for our intermediate level, same po on the upper right corner of your notebook, kindly label it with corresponding number as follows. Same lang po yan. Ang naiba lang po, meron po silang notebook number 11 for their home economics. Ang primary po kasi wala pang home economics. And the hygiene kit are the same. And so with the materials needed po. So this picture, this poster will be sent to you po by your advisor. And let's go back, Ma'am Sarah, dun po sa preschool na materials needed din. Okay. For the preschool,
Ano yun? Okay. So list of materials for the preschool to be placed in their hygiene kit will be powder, extra t-shirt, shorts, and towel, extra underwear, tissue or wipes, small alcohol, face mask. They have to bring their own spoon and fork or plastic bowl, and then placemat and apron. And then these are the list of materials for their art kit. Writing notebook to be covered with yellow, big plastic envelope, Oslo paper, colored paper, crayons, watercolor or poster paint, ruler, glue, paintbrush, and pencil and eraser. And then you have to provide whiteboard and whiteboard pen po.
Opo. Thank you, Ma'am Shammer and Ma'am Janet. We would like to ask the students to avoid chatting unnecessary messages in the chat box. Kindly leave the chat room for important messages and questions only.
I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen. I knew that.
Joining clubs in school is one of the essential things our students should have. This helps our students to be collaborative and engaged by choosing the skill which they find interesting for them. Let us watch this video introduction of our clubs made by the club moderators.
Waking up knowing there's a reason. All my dreams come alive. Life is for living. With you, I've made my decision. You lift me up.
Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart. As working for the Lord and not for men. As working for the Lord and not for men. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart. As working for the Lord and not for men. As working for the Lord and not for men.
This is living now.
Hello everyone, I'm Erickson Trinidad, your computer and robotics teacher here at St. Patrick's School. Lab adventure games, play while studying your favorite subjects at the same time. We welcome you to Minecraft Education, a new school club program where we can play online games while learning such as solving math and science problems incorporated in the game.
We are born learners. We crave new challenges and new adventures.
Minecraft, yes!
Our creativity is limitless. And when we learn through play, amazing, often unexpected things happen. In schools and in homes around the world, students are using Minecraft to build cities, explore planets, create with code, run science experiments, and to tell fantastic stories. Minecraft has always been about exploration and discovery, bringing together a global community of co-creators. Now, the next generation of engineers, biologists, and designers are inspiring us with their creations. Minecraft Education Edition empowers learners to solve problems they care about, to connect in new ways far beyond the classroom, and to build a better world through the power of play.
Virtual robotics learning. Using robotics applications to build, program, and test your robots even without actual robotics skill. Exciting robotics competitions where you can be part of the SPS Robotics team and compete in the National and International Robotics League. There's a lot more for you because here at SPS, learning is always fun and exciting.
No.
Wow.
Hello, patricians. Do you want to unleash and nurture your potentials? Do you want to uplift, empower, and encourage others through your writings? Or do you want to create inspiring stories of patricians that could give impact to the community? Here at Writers Guild Club, we help you achieve this. It aims to help you in creating inspiring stories and providing great news within the patrician community. So what are you waiting for? Join the Writers Guild Club now. Unleash, empower, inspire. One SPS.
the presentation.
Five, four, three, two, one.
I'm good at dancing.
Oh?
¿Dónde? La Fátima.
Thank you to our club moderators. We hope that the video helped the students on what club will they choose. Each student should have one club. Club enlisting will be announced soon. And we are now ready for the Q&A portion. You may use the chat box for your questions or raise hand button, and it will be answered by the President's Counselor. Also, you may start answering the attendance form sent by Teacher Sarah in the chat box.
Hey guys, do you know Warden?
Ano yan? Isa pa, mapapalo na kita. Unnecessary.
Hello?
Hello, yes.
Hi, good day. This is John, the father of Jack Alessa for grade 3.
Yes.
And I just want to ask her if you have any student lockers, because upon checking, you had hygiene kit, and I'm just wondering if they have any place to put in their things.
Okay. Thank you. Well, yes, we do have lockers located at the first and second floor for students. Okay, these are you have to make a reservation because we only have a limited number of slots. Cost of the locker is 75 pesos per month. So just kindly settle the fees at the accounting office. So these slots are only limited, so might as well make a reservation early.
I see. All right, sure. Thank you so much, sir.
Can I get the grade of your child?
For grade 3.
Grade 3, okay, sure. That's at the first floor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Welcome.
Hi.
If I may also, there's a previous question, no? Dito sa chat box, it says if walang vaccination card and what's this card, hindi makapasok, is that mandatory? Well, the vaccination card, well, currently is no longer mandatory, and I think DepEd and LGU have already relaxed the restrictions on this, no? Instead, we will be sending you through your advisors the health and clearance form. Tama ba yan? Health medical form, or that will be provided by your advisor through the GC, which you have to fill out and then present to the guard during your face-to-face, upon entry, during your face-to-face classes. Now, in case you're not able to fill out that health declaration form, there is a QR code at the main entrance. Okay? Pag hindi pa nyo nakuha doon sa QR code, then you have to sign or log in at the with the guard. Okay? There is a registration wherein you have to log in your name and all the other pertinent details at the security office. Okay? So pwede pumasok without the vaccination card as long as you present the health declaration form.
Hello.
Okay, yes?
Okay. Hi, can you hear me po?
Yes. I can hear you.
So this is Kay po, mom of...
Good morning.
Good morning po.
Yes, ma'am.
We have 3 students po kasi. The youngest po ay preschool. So, incoming senior kinder siya.
Okay,
ang preschool po ba ay required to wear face mask?
Yes po, ma'am. We do require.
Well, generally, yes.
Mamay
All
na,
students
ang order mo.
entering the campus are required to wear a face mask.
Oh, okay po. Thank you. And yung ano po, yung preschool po, since malayo yung lockers nila, meron po bang provided area? So, pwede na lang nilang iwan yung hygiene kits nila sa room?
That is a good question. There will We will install, yes.
Janet, siguro can answer this.
Hello po. So for the senior kinder po, they have their own cubby hall inside the classroom po. So no worries about the kinder po. They have their own cubby hall inside the classroom po.
Okay po. So pati po yung mga supplies nila, so they can just leave it inside the room.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay po, thank you.
So let's see po yung mga question from our chat box po muna. Kasi
may nagre-raise yata ng hand.
Sige po. Jacob Resyo.
Good morning po.
Ang
tanong ko, it's actually my comes a suggestion kung po pwede. Kasi yung mga grade 6, incoming grade 6 ko po, dalawa sila. And I don't know how many of the students are already given booster shots. Ang suggestion ko po, if possible, na booster shots can be arranged sa school. Mas mabilis po, mas madali po yon for all of us na hindi pa nagkakaroon na kaysa mahirap din mo kumuha ng timing ng schedule sa labas for the booster shots. So I'm just thinking if the school can facilitate this.
Yes. Yes, good morning, ma'am. Yes, we can arrange that. Actually, we already have gotten in touch with the LGU who will provide yung mga booster shots. So we just need a list of those who will undergo the shots. So probably the advisor will inform you. Or you can inform the advisor if you wish to undergo that. We just need the number. And then we can arrange a schedule for the taking of the booster shots for students.
Kasi sa mga apo ko pong nandyan, isa pa lang ang who has received the second booster shot. Yung tatlo ko, wala pa. So ang hirap po mag-timing, ang lalayo pa nung iba. You know, and we are relying only on the father para madala sila sa where the booster shots are being given. So yun lang po. So that is actually just a suggestion.
Yes, we will just give the list of those students who want to para sabay-sabay po sila on that schedule.
Yes, opo.
Meron na po tayong arrangement na ganyan.
Thank you very much.
Sure, ma'am. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay po. Ma'am Eliza.
Thank you.
Thank you po. Ma'am Eliza Sarmiento.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm sorry. I'm not sure if if you've gotten my question earlier on. For those students who actually opted for a fully online learning class, what are they expected to do on a Wednesday? Thank you.
Okay, for those who are fully online, they will also join the class every Wednesday via Zoom po, while the others are inside their classroom, so they can join also the class.
Sure. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you po. Yes po, Ms. Razon.
Good afternoon po.
Good afternoon po, ma'am.
Ito lang po kung sakali lang kung ang estudyante ay may sakit, pero asymptomatic po siya. Like for example, nag-positive sa COVID. Can she attend the online class pa rin?
Siya. I'm not really gonna type anything.
Actually, ma'am, yes po. Kung kaya po nung bata na mag-online class. So kung if ever po na he is not feeling well on a Wednesday and he can't attend the face-to-face, pwede rin po siyang mag-join online din po. Kung kaya po, kung hindi po, we will give time naman po for him or her to do the activity na ginawa po on that day.
Okay po. At saka, last question po. Hindi ko po kasi alam yung bright side po eh.
Bright space. Actually po, our bright space is our LMS na
Learning.
ginagamit po, and we will have orientation later this afternoon po at 1:30. So everybody is required to attend po, most especially our new students, para po malaman po nila kung ano po yung LMS na ginagamit ng St. Patrick's School, and we will use the same link po.
Okay. Then, yung books po, last na po, yung books po pala ng preschool, paano po yun? Kailangan na po ba naming bilhin before mag-umpisa yung klase? Or yung face-to-face, sorry.
Yes po, because there will be activities to be given po for the asynchronous po.
So, pwede na kami pumunta dyan this week kasi next week po yung ano.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay po. Yun na po. Thank you.
So, yes po, Army Ocampo. Ma'am, good afternoon.
Yes, hello everyone. Good afternoon. Just to piggyback sa question about COVID related. So just in case the student will be tested positive, the expectation is student will be should follow the protocol na mag-isolate for 14 to 21 days. And kung may symptoms si student, syempre not feeling well, hindi din makaka-attend ng online class. Do we have makeup classes para dun sa mga students just in case lang na mag-positive for COVID with symptoms?
Yes po. We will the teachers will give po activities for him to do at home po.
All right, thank you.
Thank you
Welcome.
po. Next po, Audric Mateo Mendoza. Later on po, babasahin ko po yung nasa chat box.
Hi, good afternoon po. Mami po to ni Audrey. I'm not sure if this has already been asked kasi po nagsi-step out ako, I have work. Pero yung face-to-face classes po ba every Wednesday, possible po ba na maging optional siya? Like for example, if the student doesn't feel well or may pwede po ba mag-opt na mag-Zoom instead for that particular Wednesday in a week?
Okay.
Yes po, as what Miss Kahinusayan answered while ago po, that if the student is not feeling well on the face-to-face class, he can join po the online class via Zoom po.
Okay, thank you po.
And another one po, naka-raise ang hand, Sir Mangila.
Oh, hi. I just want to do some follow-up for a question for the COVID cases. Just wondering if the student got sick due to COVID, is the classes will be suspended, or they're gonna do some online classes instead for the whole class? Or if they need to go for checking up for medical certificates if they have one or not. Yeah.
Okay. So can you reiterate the question again?
Oh, I'm sorry. So let me speak Tagalog. For example po, yung bata nagkasakit for COVID, and then yung mga students ba is, yung other students ba na nakasama ng bata is gonna be isolated then, or are they gonna do some online classes instead for that whole class?
Okay. In case the individual is diagnosed to have a positive COVID, is diagnosed to be positive COVID, then that individual first of all will be isolated and will have to be quarantined for about 14 to 21 days. Now those the crisis response team will conduct a contact tracing of all the others who have gotten in contact with the individual. Of course, the individuals and those listed will also have to undergo a swab test, or a, what do you call this? Antigen test. And once positive, the same procedure, they will have to be quarantined for 14 to 21 days. And then for the affected grade level, we will suspend classes for 2 weeks. And this means that the students will have to revert to 100% online learning. And the school will also be suspended for 3 days for cleaning and disinfecting of the affected area. Did I answer your question?
Yes. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you
so much, sir. Next po, Miss Donadilia.
Eh, ma'am, kailan po mag-start tong face-to-face? This coming Wednesday na po ba?
Yes po, we will start na po this coming Wednesday, face-to-face po.
And then pag na-vaccine na po, kailangan nilang dalhin yung vaccination card nila?
Kung meron po sila, better po na dalahin.
Okay. Thank you po.
Okay po.
Welcome.
Yes, Elise? Kapulong?
Hello, good morning po everyone.
Good afternoon po.
Good morning.
Ay, good afternoon na po pala. Follow up lang po sa question ni Sir kanina, Malingon, Mangila. For just example po, just for an example, na nagka-COVID ang isang grade, it doesn't matter kung sa school or sa bahay, of course, we will not know it for now. The specific grade po, like what you said po, is magkakaroon na po yan ng closing ng school, I mean for 2 weeks.
Ayun. Yung closing of yung affected grade level, yun ang suspend for 2 weeks. Okay, but for the school, we will close it for 3 days for disinfecting and cleaning of the affected area. After 3 days, those who are not, those grade levels na hindi po affected can resume face-to-face classes.
Okay po. So bali po,
only the affected grade level.
Apo. So it doesn't matter po kung saan siya nagka-COVID or what, kung sa bahay or basta po nagkaroon ng case sa isang grade. Ganun po yung mangyayari.
Yes, oo.
Okay.
Basta nagkaroon ng
po ang school, Sir Peter, no?
Yes, if the school is affected by that, otherwise kasi kung nakuha niya yung COVID outside the school, then definitely, the individual will not be permitted to enter the premises, and of course, you will not allow your child to go to school.
Yeah. Okay po. Thank you.
Thank you po. If lang po, Sir Peter, no? Ang ibig sabihin lang po noon ay hindi ho masususpend ang klase, ongoing po yan, pero wala na pong face-to-face muna. I think
dun sa affected grade level, yes. They will revert to 100% online learning.
Online po. Pero po ang klase ay hindi naman po masususpend.
Apo, yes po.
We will continue with online classes. Pag po nakuha ng bata sa bahay at hindi naman siya pumasok sa school, so hindi naman po siya naka-affect ng mga bata, pwede pa rin po magtuloy ang face-to-face. Pag po lang pumasok yung batang yon. Pero like we said, we assume that if you already know that your child is sick, hindi nyo po papapasukin, at kung positive naman po lalo na po, no? Hindi naman siguro na po ninyo papapasukin. So kung hindi po na-affect ang aming operations inside the campus, then we do not need naman po to close the school. Pero po kung talagang sa school po nakapasok na po yung bata, kailangan po namin pangalagaan lahat ng ibang bata na possibly exposed to the infection, kaya po natin isasara ang school. Pero po pang face-to-face lang po yun isasara. Tuloy po ang klase online. Online po, we will continue. We will just revert back to full online classes. Yun po ang, just a clarification on that. Thank you po, Ma'am Sari. Question, sir.
Thank you po for clarification. Thank you po.
Thank you, sir.
Next po, Mr. Limson. Vincent po.
Good afternoon po, everyone. Questions ko po is yung sa books, may magkakaroon po ng books for the school year?
Grade school. Sige po,
grade
go ahead.
School po. Tapos ano po ba siya, yung tulad po ng dati na modular, every quarter, every after quarterly exam ibibigay yung books, or yung tulad po nung dati na ano po, yung parang maraming books per subject yung student?
For our grade school po, we have now our textbook. Yun po yung gagamitin nila the entire school year. Hindi na po kami magma-modular. And available na rin po ang mga books sa ating cashier. And ang available po doon is the academic subject plus the computer book. The rest po, meron po kami mga books na ginagamit as reference. So yung
Okay
bibili
po.
niyo pong books for the entire year na po yun, hindi na po yun quarterly.
Okay po. Tapos sa clubs naman din po, as student din po, as far as ano po, yung ibang club may bayad. Tulad po nung Minecraft and yung robotics. Magkakaroon pa rin po ba ng bayad yung clubs for this year?
Yes po, our club na may payment po, yun po yung robotics, Minecraft, foreign language. Yun po yung may mga bayad na i-announce naman po yun ng club moderators.
Okay po. Thank you po.
Okay po. Thank you. Next po, Mrs. Bailon.
Yes, good afternoon. My question is, since every Wednesday that was scheduled for a face-to-face classes, and that coincides with the club time, so would that mean that students are to extend their time inside the school just for them to attend their clubs?
Okay po, for the club time na every Wednesday, ang schedule po namin doon, we will do it online pa rin po, but if there's a need for them to be in school for some practices and some activity, i-announce po ng club na moderator that they have to extend for their club time. Hindi naman po siya weekly na face-to-face.
Okay, so just to follow up, so if it case Wednesday today, and that's their scheduled face-to-face, if there would be a club time, they need to go home if they wouldn't require it to be face-to-face?
Yes po.
Okay.
Okay
Noted.
po.
Thank you po.
And from our Mr. Raimundo, I guess.
Hello po.
Ayan po. Good afternoon po.
Good afternoon. Sorry, nakalimutan ko pong tanungin kanina. Kasi since tatlo yung students po namin, yung isa kasi is hindi in-advise ng pedya niya to na maka-receive ng vaccine. Since siya prone sa allergy. So, saan po namin kukunin yung waiver na binanggit?
Nakita mo matala-bala kung si data yun?
Yung bata.
Sir Peter.
Hello?
Ayan. Sir Peter.
Yes, yes.
Ayan po. Yun daw po, hindi po allowed yung bata na magkaroon ng vaccine. Saan po daw makakuha ng waiver?
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Sige.
Kasi po, ano rin lang, if I may answer, the DepEd po allows our students, vaccinated or not vaccinated, to be able to go to school. Allowed naman po yan ng Department of Education. Kayo po ang kailangang magbigay sa amin ng inyong that you consent. Are allowing, your consent, a parent consent that you are allowing your child to go to face-to-face class even if wala po silang vaccination. Shamer, don't we have those documents that the parents sign?
Yes,
the parent form, di ba? We have the parent consent form.
Yes po. We do the survey last March po, and we will do it again for our new students po.
There is a parent consent form po, ma'am, that should be filled up by our parents kung po hindi po vaccinated. Ibig sabihin po, you are still willing to send your child kahit po wala siyang vaccination. Ngayon po, like we said, option pa rin po ninyo yan kung ang gusto po naman ninyo ay fully online. So it really depends on your preference, ma'am. However, of course, I'm sure mga bata gusto na rin mag face-to-face. So if ever you would like them to join the face-to-face and they are not vaccinated, you just need to sign a parent consent form. I think the one in the enrollment, that we sign, does that include that also? That they that they are allowing their children to attend. Nakapirma po kayo niyan, ma'am, ng enrollment?
I think so po. Sorry, hindi ko ganun matandaan. Pero,
check po natin, ma'am. Kung meron po kayong pirma na doon po nakalagay na meron po kayong consent to send your children to face-to-face classes, I think that will suffice, no, Sir Peter? That would be sufficient.
That will be enough, right?
Okay. And then, Nung nag-enroll po kami, na-mention ko po kay Ma'am Kadapan na yung eldest ko is not yet vaccinated. So nabanggit po niya na you have plans of coordinating with the LGUs para magkaroon ng I think program ng vaccination inside the school. So meron na po ba yung schedule or update po? So hindi na kami hahanap na kung saan sila pwedeng pabakunahan.
Na po kayo.
Yes. So we're just gathering the names of those who want to be vaccinated. Once we have the list, we will forward this to our contact in the LGU, who will then schedule the vaccination of the students.
Within this
so parang
month,
isahan na lang, right?
Within this month, pwede na tayo, no, Sir Pete?
Yes, so we need the list of names because we have to submit that to the LGU. And ang LGU is very much willing to do it here in school. Gustong-gusto nga nila yun.
Okay po, thank you. So sa advisor na lang po nila sa ipapasa yung names or may form po kaming kailangang pirmahan sa school?
I think the advisor will get in touch with you, or you can already inform your advisor about it.
Shammer,
anyway, we will arrange that immediately.
Thank you po.
Okay,
You're
so
welcome.
let's proceed na po sa mga chat po sa ating chat box. The other question already answered by Dr. Dari Dakanay. Is the school open weekend for the purchase of book? Yes po, open po kami on Saturday ng half day. So pwede pa pong mag-enroll at pwede pa pong mag-purchase ng mga books.
For this Saturday only, for
Yes
this coming
po.
Saturday.
Are the students required to wear school uniform in the first week of class because the uniform of my daughter is not yet available? For this week po, we will allow the students to wear civilian, but they are not allowed to wear shorts, sleeveless, and sleepers po. While you are waiting for your uniform, pwede pa po silang naka-civilian. Okay po. And then, wait lang po Do you have list of, yun po yung mga list of materials na na-mention po, even the schedule, isi-send po yan sa GC ng mga advisor.
How about yung preschool po, since hindi allowed ang parents na maghatid inside the school na, I know you understand, may mga preschool pa na first timers and then hindi pa talaga sila papasok mag-isa sa school. So ano po yung gagawin ng, ano po yung pwedeng gawin ng parents doon para makatulong na makapag-adjust sila going inside the school?
Okay, ma'am, for the preschool po, we do allow parents, just for the preschool parents, do allow you for the first few weeks to accompany po your child. Yes po.
2 weeks lang.
Okay po, thank you. Pasensya na po, medyo marami kaming estudyante kaya may mga questions.
Okay,
no problem.
Okay, no worries po.
Okay po. Isa pa pong naka-raise ang hand, Arellano Richard.
Aside from the parents po na allowed magsundo sa kanila and guardian.
Sir, mahina po yung audio.
Marinig.
Hello? Aside from the parents po, may kailangan po bang form or ID or registration para masundo yung bata if hindi parents yung magsusundo?
Sir, di po marinig po.
Regarding daw po ma'am for the parents, yung mga fetcher ID. Opo. Meron po, we will require po our parents from preschool up to grade 3. Mostly po kasi sila talaga yung may mga sundo. So we will require them to have their ID na ipoprovide din po ng school, but you have to give us picture. So makikipag-coordinate na lang po ang advisor regarding po dyan.
Thank you.
Ayan po. Mostly naman po ang nasa chat box is same question and na-answer na rin po.
Notebooks daw sa senior kinder.
Ayan, notebooks po ng senior kinder, ma'am.
Meron ba?
We'll just send the list of materials po through their GC po.
Ayan.
Clubs na are only for grade school?
Yes po, every students required to have their club po, at least one. May nagtatanong po kasi kung pwedeng 2. Kasi po sabay po ang schedule ng club, so magkakaroon po ng conflict with their schedule. So you must choose kung saan po yung interest ng student po natin.
Okay.
Okay. Yan.
Handbooks pala, Shammer.
Handbooks po, we already have our handbooks in school. Available na po yun. And on Wednesday po, those who haven't yet their copy, nung nag-enroll po sila, we will give it to your advisor para mabigay po sa student.
Kasi possible, Shamer, no, na nakapag-enroll na po kayo mas maaga, nung dumating po yung handbooks, hindi po agad na ibigay sa inyo. But they're available now. So I think this will be given to the advisors, no? We have a list naman po ng mga hindi pa nakakatanggap. So we will provide the advisors with a list of students na wala pa pong handbook, and this will be given to the advisors for distribution on Wednesday.
Okay. Siguro po last
club. Sir Peter, chess club.
Chess club daw. Karamihan po nakita ko sa chat nga, chess club.
Yes, it's a good thing you asked that question. Chess club is also part of the sports program. We will have chess, no? Actually, we had several. We joined several contests last year during the pandemic. Tuloy pa rin yung chess club na yan. I just want to coordinate whoever will be the one assigned to handle the chess team.
Okay, thank you po, Sir Peter. And for some questions po, you can ask your advisor din po through chat or even ask in our FB Messenger po. It's official FB Messenger ng St. Patrick's School po, and we will assure you that we will answer all these questions. Okay, Ma'am Sarah, Ma'am Bianca.
Thank you so much, parents and President's Council. And the program has come to an end. May I call on our school president, Mrs. Sari Cruz, for her closing remarks.
Okay. Magandang hapon na po, no? Medyo lumampas na tayo ng umaga because we expected this actually because we know that the preschool and the grade school parents are some of the most active parents that we have in the school, and hindi po kami natutuwa po kami, no, sa mga pag nagtatanong po kayo ng mga questions dahil it allows us to give clarifications on very important matters to you, and kayo po ay primary important din po sa amin. So magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Today I think we had a very informative morning with regards to the information required. I know you have a lot of questions, and the kids have a lot of interesting discussions on the chat box. Nakita ko kanina, no, Shamer? Masaya yung mga batang magkita-kita ulit. And that's why it excites us. It really excites us to see all the children also excited to be part of school year 2022-2023. I'd like to quote a Chinese proverb, Lao Tzu, "A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step." And if you can't take that step, you can't start your journey. So today, children, you are taking the first step as you begin your journey through school year 2022-2023. We promise it will be worth it, worth the wait, worth your while, because SPS will provide you the most enriching and exciting school year. It will be very, very exciting for all of you. Narinig niyo po yung sinabi rin ni Dr. Dakanay. The clubs are also, congratulations to our advisors, no, and our club advisors who prepared the videos. No? Napakagaganda po ng mga videos ng clubs. The clubs, the academics, just being together here in campus is already something that is exciting and worth looking forward to. We are not only, SPS is not only a family that will care and love you, but we will also provide you premier education, quality education, and a very happy learning experience this year through innovative methods of teaching. Huwag po kayong mag-alala, sabi po namin nga, we are home, we are family, and you are safe with us. We promise that we will care for your children this school year, and we will make it a very memorable school year for all of you. Sa dami po ng mga iba pang mga questions, ang advisors po ng grade school at preschool ay very able po to answer all your questions, and they will be very open to answer your questions. Alam ko marami pa ho kayong mga tanong, mga konting mga doubts or some questions because this is something new that we're going to do face-to-face. Kaya po one day lang po muna tayo para po makita natin talaga how it's going to meet. There are questions about full face-to-face later on in the year. There are DepEd regulations po ngayon, no, na kailangan po nating sundin, and part of that is a full face-to-face. However, St. Patrick's School is doing its very best to be able to continue to provide blended education, which is a combination of both face-to-face and online. Kasi may advantages at pareho po nung platforms na yon. So, wag po kayong mag-alala dahil lahat po yan ay mai-announce po sa inyo sa tamang panahon. So for now, we'd like to welcome all of you to school year 2022-2023. We are excited to see you. So we will see you next week. Welcome po to SPS at magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Sari. St. Patrick's School would like to thank the parents and students who joined us this morning. Enrollment is still ongoing, and as discussed earlier by Dr. Dakanay, we are happy to announce that SPS will be conducting blended learning. On August 11, we will have class orientation. For the students who are enrolled already and not yet included in the group chat, kindly message your respective advisors. On August 12, the preschool and primary students will be asynchronous, while grade 4 students and grade 6 students, they will follow their Friday schedule in the afternoon so they can meet their subject teachers for the day. Regular classes will start on August 15, and further announcements will be posted in the official Facebook page of St. Patrick's School of Quezon City. Reminding everyone regarding the Bright Space orientation later at 1:30 p.m., link will be sent by your class advisors in the class group chat. Also, attendance form was sent earlier in the Zoom chat box. Don't forget to fill out the form. Once again, thank you, parents and students. I am Ms. Bianca Tantoco, and see you this school year. Let us take a picture po before leaving the meeting for attendance. Kindly turn on your cameras. Okay. Ready po for page 1? 1, 2, 3, smile. Second page, smile lang po tayo. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, third page po.
Sorry.
Okay, third page. 1, 2, 3. Smile.
Nakakaibig.
Okay, pa-wait lang po hanggang 8 pages po tayo.
Alam mo ba, hindi ko napansin.
Okay, thank you so much po, parents, administrators, teachers, and guests.
Bye.
See you next year.
Welcome to see you. God bless.
Bye-bye po.
Arigato gozaimashita. Bye-bye po. Thank you po. Bye-bye, teacher. This is my brother. This is my brother. Bye-bye.
Bye, teacher.
Hello. 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 Hello, my new friends.
Hello.
Hello,
my new friends.
Hello,
everyone. I'll leave the Zoom. You can have your
Hello,
lunch.
everyone.
Siya mag-a-attend.
Hello.
Bye, amigo.
Bye-bye. Enjoy ya. The Alex or that looks like.
Ayan, sige, close na doon.
Kidok, kidok. Mamaya.